Hi, I'm Jessie Budzinski. I'm the Assistant Department Chair in the Human Services Department, and I'm here today with Quinn Mason, who is going to talk to us some about his experience in our master's degree program. So, Quinn, welcome.
Hey, Jesse.
And hi, so will you just tell us the degree that you recently graduated with?
Absolutely. I recently graduated with my Master of Science in Human Services with an emphasis in organizational and community services, December 23rd of 2023.
That's so exciting. Congratulations.
Thank you.
So, what would you like to share with us about your educational journey, your time at PG?
My time at PG has really been eye-opening. It's reminded me with every professor that I've had the ability to learn from and cohort that I was a part of, or my cohort that I was a part of, just the remembrance to apply everything that I'm doing on a daily basis in the work that I'm doing outside of the program,
Yep.
and to really like bring it all together. And it just paints a beautiful picture and just kind of makes the steps that I need to take that much easier to complete along the journey.
Oh, I love that. I love that. Very well said. So were you working while you were taking courses?
Yes, I was working 40 to 50 hours a week, some weeks, depending on the caseload at my job.
Wow. And was it a human services position?
So I hold the title of Equal Employment Specialist.
Okay.
I do disability program management and reasonable accommodations, assistance and training for a federal organization that I'm a part of.
Oh, that's amazing. And is that what you've continued? Is that what you're still doing?
It's
Since
what I'm
graduating?
continuing to do today, and I'm
Okay.
really finding ways to thread the human services principles and all of the components that comprise our field into like the EEO realm and DEIA and all of it. So
Awesome.
it's a really nice picture up here that I'm getting to see happen out in front of me. So yeah.
I love that. I love that. So I hear you say that you were probably juggling and balancing a lot if you were working that many hours and in school. So what do you think helped you to persist?
Maintaining my boundaries that I had established for myself, but also reminding myself to leave space in reality for things to just happen and to lean into what I know in terms of just the mindfulness practices that I pulled from Dr. Janine in the classes that we had with her, and just the centering myself and looking at what the priorities are and just taking it one step at a time. And so I have some friends who want to go back to school currently. I'm promoting Purdue Global because I'm a Purdue Global student and I love the university.
Awesome.
But just it's one class at a time will get you closer to your goal faster than you realize sometimes. And so it's really just remembering I have the capability to get myself through it, and also to lean on my resources and family members and friends who are available and let me know that they're there to support me.
Awesome. Absolutely. Yeah, that's great. What I heard you talk about Dr. Janine, but did you have a favorite instructor or course during your time?
I don't. I do kind of have I learned a lot from all of them, but I will say that I do kind of have a special connection to Dr. Janine. I just I get the sense that she sees something she said something to me that just let me know that she sees something great in all of us, and she reminds us through the way she communicates. And it's not that she is ever taking away the opportunity to gain the experience. She really is reminding us of like just how to like navigate things, and using that mindfulness practice at the beginning of every class session was spot on perfect. It made the whole process more relaxing. It took the edge off in learning, and it also just kind of clarity for like the gaining of clarity. So yeah.
I love that. And what course did you have her in? She teaches several for us, I know.
We did grant writing, and then I believe I had her for, believe it or not, even though it's only been 5 months, 6 months since the program ended, grant writing was probably my favorite with her, because she makes it so simple to understand, even though it's very complex in the processing. But it's that was probably one of my favorite classes with her. The very first class I had with her, I was terrified because like when she listed off all the things that she does and how she's passionate about what she does for the community
Mhm.
overall.
Mhm.
I was like, I have a goal in mind that she's really reminded me to go after, and I'm appreciative of it. And so
That's awesome.
it was just a catalyst that she's a great catalyst and a spark for a lot of us, I think. So.
That's awesome. That is so great to hear that. And I think, especially with something like grant writing, which I think is scary for a lot of people because it's a new skill for most people, something they haven't done before, and sometimes have a hard time imagining doing. She is a great person to just make you feel at ease and to feel like you can do it. You have the skills you need to do it. Yeah. So that's great. So you mentioned a little bit about what you're doing now. Do you want to share anything else in terms of what you're hoping for the future?
For the future, I'm hoping to complete my Doctor of Education, Leadership and Innovation.
Awesome.
The rate that I'm going, the goal is June of next year, 2025. But if it extends beyond that, I'm totally okay with it. But training and development, developing leaders who are innovative, who are well-rounded individuals, excited about life, and just really transforming the community that we're all a part of, because the human condition is all of us together experiencing life, learning and growing. But even though we're different and diverse individuals, we all have common goals, and understanding that for myself is really what's pushing me to really want to get out there in front and be a leader and a change agent, and understand that no matter where I'm sitting in the room, Jesse, how I see myself as a leader is always my understanding, but it's the
Mhm.
work that I get to contribute towards, no matter, what the position title is, as long as I just get to have my hands in some of the process. So,
Yeah. Yeah. I love that.
yeah.
What about advice for students? If there was a student like just getting ready to start the master's program or the bachelor's program, what type of advice would you give them?
Stick to your plan. And when you identify that things are going to shift, take some deep breaths and stay hydrated. And remember to use your. I always write things down. I journal a lot. Since I'm always on the computer most of the day, but I would recommend just literally like turning inward. Oh, sorry, turning inward and just focusing on the things that you can get done, and understanding that it's a temporary moment in time. Because looking back at where I started with my bachelor, my associates, my bachelors, or even applying to get into the programs, that was opening the door. And so once the door is open, anything is really possible. And so
Mhm.
just remember to close it behind you when you're sure you're through it and you've completed everything that you need to get done, and then move to the next level or the next door that you want to open, and show others the way that they can do it for themselves, and just continue to
Mm.
share that process. So.
That's great advice. Great advice. Is there anything that you want to share that I haven't asked about?
Um, I, whew, I will say I didn't know what it was going to look like when I had initially thought about working towards becoming or earning my terminal degree, my doctoral degree. When I was younger, I had my grandmother, when she was still living, may she rest in peace, said, "Go become a doctor and do some amazing things." And I was thinking that she meant become a medical doctor, and
Hmm.
I didn't know that I could become an educational doctor. And
Right.
so I'm excited that I actually am on that track and really looking at just the conversations that I recall, and pulling things forward, and really just taking it here to the present, and
Hmm.
letting that motivate me and keep me comforted when I'm stressed out. So that's really it. I'm just excited to look at and reflect on life. I recently turned 40, if I can
Mm.
share that. So that's
Yeah.
really like everything is kind of like these culminations that are happening. It's just like life is kind of starting over in a way. So
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm happy to be where I'm at, and I'm just happy to be alive today and just sharing the
Oh.
interview. So yeah,
Well, thank you. I mean, that was beautiful, all of it. And I know that it'll be really inspiring to students who watch it. So I really appreciate you taking the time.
absolutely.